We're here at the UiPath Together Public Sector with Vimesh Patel, Chief Technology Advisor with Worldwide Technology. Vimesh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start by asking, where has automation made a meaningful difference in how the government serves the public over the last year or so?
I think we see that a lot in our local and state governments with citizen-facing services, where there's so many things. If you think about just 5 years ago, you had to call somebody or go visit an office to take care of, and now you can just take care of online, right? And those services are all powered by automation. And it's anywhere from paying your taxes to requesting a service. And I think this is relatively natural because we see automation and self-service in our everyday lives, right? You take out your phone and there's so many things you can do. There's so many companies you can interact with, even your doctor's office. And it's only natural that the government implements more and more of these capabilities to serve its citizens.
And then what do you see driving the growth of automation in government in particular? And how do you see that changing in the year ahead and why?
That's a great question. I think there's really going to be two major drivers. The first one is really demands on the workforce. We're always trying to do more and more, and the government is trying to provide more and more and take care of many, many things. Yet the workforce isn't growing at the same rate. And so automation is going to be critical to helping the government be efficient and effective both at the same time. I think the other piece is in maintaining and recruiting a talented workforce. People don't want to come in and do mundane activities every day, right? They want to fight the good fight. They want to serve the mission. They want to serve the taxpayer, defend the homeland. They would much rather be doing those kinds of things. And so there's going to be a really an imperative need to use automation and buy down sort of business activities so that people can actually think about what the government really needs to do.
And then how far along are agencies, in your estimation, in training employees to use automation to do their jobs more effectively or do more valuable work?
I think there's a long way to go still in the government. And across the government, I see that things around automation are implemented in pockets here and there. But the first major issue I think that the government needs to tackle is the cultural one. So a lot of people perceive automation as coming to take their job away and say, well, if I automate this, I'm not going to have anything to do. So we have to address the culture, and a lot of times I'll ask simple questions when I'm talking to folks in the government of, if we were to buy back some time, what would you do with that time? A lot of people have really great answers. They would say, I'd like to spend more time with my customer to understand what they're doing. So I can try and support them better. And so we have to instill this culture of making sure that people understand that automation isn't here to take your job away, it's here to help you be more effective. And then I think the other piece is actually on implementation of automation. There are pockets of places where we see automation doing really well, but we really have to scale that in a broader way to make it ubiquitous and easy. If somebody has an idea of something that they want to automate, they should be able to go to maybe like a center of excellence kind of construct where somebody can help them do that and automate that job away. So if we tackle the cultural aspects in the government and the technology, I think we're going to be in a really different place in the next few years.
And then lastly, how do you see automation continuing to evolve from more of a back office kind of work to more mission-centric activities in government? And what do you think will help accelerate that change?
I think a great example that I see right now is cybersecurity. And if you look at what's going on in cybersecurity, there's not enough talent, right? There's a tremendous shortage of cybersecurity talent to support the defense of our networks across the government and the Department of Defense. That's a big challenge. Coupled to that, cybersecurity is a very, very complex exercise. There's many, many tools, many processes, and many requirements. And then training and education for cybersecurity is also challenging. So if you bring someone in, how long does it take to train them on every tool that you have throughout your enterprise and get them to understand it? Automation is a great example about how to get mission results across cybersecurity. You can automate many, many processes. You could stitch tools together using automation, and you can empower the workforce and sort of have them work on higher order functions and not have to worry as much about every nuance of every individual tool, right? Use automation to kind of take some of that stuff away. So cybersecurity, I think, is a great example. We're going to see many, many more. If you start to couple AI and automation, I think we're not going to have robots making decisions automatically, but I think we're going to see a lot more technology and a lot more advancement in how these two can come together and just automate many, many things away.
Well, Vimesh, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights with us today.
Thank you very much.